Welcome. Hi, everyone. It's so good to be back right now. I'm going to go through what's going on in the garden and show you what's been happening on the greenhouse. So this is more of a tour. As you can see, the cilantro is looking lovely. And then this is my cold frame, and this is my lettuce. This is Paris Island. And then I believe this one over here is a solar flare. So this hasn't been picked. I'm going to be harvesting. I got to make some salad bags up. But just to give you an idea, the beets are finally starting to perk up. We've been having frost warnings for the last like 2 or 3 days, which it's almost the end of May. And that's unusual, but it's what's been. So, but most of my stuff is frost hardy, except maybe the young ones. Now, just to give you an idea, see, this is multi-sown onions. Those are like green onions for, salads and stuff. And then we have volunteer potatoes, and some potatoes I've planted and some are volunteers. But some of the stuff, it's really, takes a little bit to see. So just kind of zooming in a little for you. And these potatoes here got some frost damage earlier, but they come back up really well. They can take it. This is a volunteer potato, so they'll be fun to see. They're very happy where they're at. And if you hear a beep in the background, we got some ultrasonic devices to keep the rodents out because we've had issues with a groundhog. He ate my cabbage. So so far it's worked, but it didn't say that it beeps every 3 to 5 seconds randomly, and there's 4 of them. So I shut all 3 off. I left one going just in case I forget, so hopefully nothing comes in and eats something accidentally. So this here is a Swiss chard. It's really tender right now, so you can put it into your salad bags. And some more lettuce, solar flares, or rosa. I'm not sure which one it is. I'd have to look. The lavender overwintered. This is just a little lavender plant last year. It smells amazing. I'm not a big lavender fan, but I like the smell of it out in the wild. So this has done really well. And there's another one, and they lasted through the winter. See here, the beep. So not my favorite device right now. I'm not sure if we'll send them back. As long as something's not eating my product and my food, I'm pretty happy. So this is overwintered, and I live in the zone 5A to 6B, somewhere there. I'm in between depending. So these are all overwintered products. So you can overwinter a lot of things, more than we realize. And then we have potatoes coming up, and our garlic is looking fantastic. We still have a lot of garlic we're using right now in our house, roasting it. And then just to give you an idea, I don't know if you can hear the birds, but birds bring me a lot of joy when I hear them singing. I just love it. These are multi-sown beets, and those are potatoes there, but there's multi-sown beets over here. There's some over here, and they're looking better than they did, but they're so much fun when they start really taking off. So again, a lot of different things coming up. It's a little harder to see unless you're walking around here. These are volunteer gladiolas. They're coming up too, the little bulbs. I've had some last year, and they just keep coming up. And then I did cover this, not because of frost. Well, maybe a little bit. There are broccoli, and so they're frost hardy, but they are brand new plants. But I covered them because I wasn't sure if the sonic devices would work against the groundhog. So they're little baby broccoli plants in here. And then there's a volunteer sunflower. I have pulled some out and transplanted them. I'm not sure how many I will keep in and pull out, but I do like volunteers because I think they're happy where they've been planted. So I don't think everything needs to be all just one group of anything. It's nice to have a diversified products growing together. And there's another big one coming up with the potatoes. So if they're all happy, I'm happy, right? And then we do have some volunteer cilantro coming up. Pretty sure that's cilantro there. And there's another one over here. And I'll let those come up. And this is going to be green beans. So that's what's happening in this garden. This garden here is, I named this Zone 1 because else I get lost in only one garden. And I have multiple garden beds. So this area is Zone 1. Everything is coming along really nice. The compost is still about 100 degrees, just a little over 100, probably 110. It's doing really good. It keeps dropping very rapidly, so I have to get some more nitrogen on there. But it's doing really good. And then just to give you an idea of the greenhouse, my husband's been building this after work, and he's been so good about it. And the windows are going to go in, and the door is, he actually put the door in yesterday. He took it out because we're going to wrap it. Hopefully we'll wrap the plastic this weekend, and he wants to get the plastic in between the frames, and so that we can keep as much drafts out as we can to keep it warm when we need it. And honestly, this week we could have used it. So that's where we are in Zone 1 of our garden area, this garden. So thanks for stopping by. I'd appreciate it if you would like it, and leave a comment below if you have any questions. Happy gardening.